Am I live? Oh my gosh, guys, made it. Como estás ustedes? Wait, ustedes. Y'all doing? Oh, not so wet. Everybody doing up there, guys? Welcome to the channel. Everybody is ready to relax on Sunday. It is Sunday, right? You know what? I'm gonna get hot, sweating. Get to the this. How many times do this work, guys? Yes. Oh, getting everything. Go around to comments. Switch over. Yeah, cool. Goodness, it has been wonderful. Today is a little bit gloomy, so um, just relaxing. Like I say, hope everybody's been doing good, thinking good. You know, even if you're not, just fighting through those feelings and those situations, those moments, right? Just keep moving forward. Today's kind of funny, breaking on through to the other side. I tried to think, the energy and what we're going to talk about, and I'm just listening. I'm just like, you guys just like, they just keep going back to anything that we were bringing up and that we were talking about. It just doesn't matter. So yeah, let's go. Let's start there. Um, I say it enough times and try to explain that, but we've all heard that. We've all heard it's up to you, and it only really, what's the meaning of life? And it's an important question. If you don't have, we all feel like we need, we want a purpose, and there's this and that, right? So um, that can be a big thing. But once you realize it's up to you to decide or not decide, there's a lot of power and strength that comes from that. And so what we got into was the idea of like psychology or people who rely on prescription drugs or do other kinds of drugs. When we look at the world and we call them coping and we call it this and we call it all these things. And in a lot of cases, sure, people will go through these traumas, the world uh, throughout life. But a lot of these things about the psychology about you got to be like this and you got to be like that, or you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that. A lot of that messes with what we really want to do, what people really want to come and express themselves as, and it's not the fault of the child, the fault of the unknowing and the innocent, for doing what they did, right? It's on the parents, on the community, for telling them that they're wrong, for telling that person, for explaining, for not explaining it in a good enough way, if you will. You know what I mean? Hey, Marjorie, how are you? Um, yeah, it's like a wonderful, peacefulness. It's that point that, the monks and everyone meditate on, um, or anybody who's meditating, right? The purpose of taking a break, realizing that in the same space and time you can be and feel and have infinite different perspectives, especially if you're at a gathering of people. There's infinite, or, every single person there has like their own unique perspective. So the challenge of changing your minds, of breaking through to some other side, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whether it's like, you want to exercise more, or you want to study more, or you want to learn this, or you want to learn that, just it's not, we focus a lot on, oh, how did, you know this is the psychology and this is how and really that's what I'm even talking about here too. But we're all just figuring it out, and it's a lot simpler, you know um, than I think we make it out to be. We, because of movies and even music, but of course music is great. We fantasize about that. And from that come our greatest creations, from a mood, from a song, from a movie, or inspirations. Um, but then applying that incorrectly can lead to, or saying, it's the path is simple. The path is set. The path has been walked by many of us before, uh, and whatever it is that your path is, when you're in a system, any kind of system, or they're gonna try and bring you back, and they're gonna try and move you around. It's kind of what he's saying, and most of the time it's not because of like a bad reason. It's just what your parents have known, your ancestors, and so on. And in every generation, it's quicker, faster, learns more. So every generation's gonna be like, you guys are old and you don't know what you're doing. We're going cryptos. Like, what is the crypto? No, I'm gonna go die with the dollar. No, come on, mom, dad, let's go. I got you. It's so weird. There's so many things. What's this? So, why can I do so many things on it? It's all like fearful and scary, right? Social media, what is this? What is this? And when we it's just saying, breaking on through to the other side means you don't listen to like any of them, you know. Who are we talking to? I don't know. Yeah, probably Jim. Um, but uh, the fundamentals, the fun, the creation. He's saying the inspiration. That is the creation. That is where the artist lives, right? You you're not you don't have to figure it all out as a society. You don't have to figure out what's wrong with your head all the time, or your emotions, or your this, or your that. I don't know. A lot of the people in the world, really stuck behind a lot of fear for whatever reasons, and it's not to say that you don't have to figure it out, but because that helps a lot. Uh, in meditation and listening to yourself. That's why he's saying the music, the inspiration. When you follow that, you don't need to listen to somebody else. When you could have someone telling you, da, 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 this is the rules, da, 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 and then you got Mr. Inspiration, over there, and you're just like, da, da, oh yeah, da, 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 yeah. It gets softer and softer as you stop listening. You're watching this guy over there. Why? Because we want to go play. We want to go create. We want to go have fun. Like the whole system, it's like everyone's bogged down by all of the intricacies of how it all needs to work or should work or this or that or the other. And it's not that hard. Like, water droughts, go build a water plant. We got ocean. Done. Over it. Next one. Like, put me in office, babe. I'm president. I'm knocking them off the list, son. Quick, every day. 13 more things. Minimum 13 things fixed per day. Easy. Easy. Turn the water back on for the farms because we got water droughts, so you're turning them off. What's going on? Yeah, we love everybody. It's such a wonderful world. See, and I really do. It's like because we have to overcome these energies with the love, It's like face it, and that's what so much of the world talks about too. Like, oh well, the problems in the world is because you don't vote, and you don't this, and go, well, yeah, I get what you're saying, but we're all voting. We need to actually, and I mean, I get it. Like, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But I'm not putting it in that box and giving it to those people. You know, like wait till we have blockchain, guys. It's all gonna change. It's gonna be great. Not gonna be able to fool anybody. But okay, breaking on through. Yeah, what's going on? See where the collective's at. Where's the collective? That's easy. We got to send a lot of love. gotta send us. I mean, yesterday sent in a lot of white light and love for everybody because for any of us in the spiritual community, still going through, or not even, we're used to things. Most of the people are not used to things. I don't want to say most, but many, right? In their hearts, they're coming through it in their own way, so they know. People are like the light is on now for a lot of people. And I remember when we were setting this up in the grids months ago, probably back like January, beginning of the year, it was before March, I know. It was before we all met up in March. And I can remember setting Trinity grids, third particle, and that's basically you and me. First particle, second particle, heaven, earth, third particle, human. Like think of the three circles, connected Venn diagram. With the bridge, but it was a download, and they basically explained that people are going to be just doing more of that, and it's not even so much like setting it up. It's like, as our awareness, we have more awareness, we can connect to, you know, predicting the truth. Well, you're only predicting it because, for people who all forgot, you know, zillions of beings, you know what I mean? Like, no, and not specifically right timelines are always shifted and always changing, sure. But it's like, they know the plan overall, right? They know when this stage is going to get implemented. They know when this stage is. So as you connect, it's more of just seeing where we're going, seeing where we're coming, connecting to the collective. And then I was getting, I don't know if it was around the same time, on a separate day where it was like it was a pro, not a proton, it was the I don't know, it's like some pro gamma, energy source reactor system that was going to be like fueling everyone's attention, or like magnetizing everyone's attention towards their hearts and what they, and so it's kind of neat because to just see these things. Yeah, it's like, oh, cool. Right? Yeah, right. Because it is because we're doing all here. Because the scaredemic. Hey, what's up, Bravery? What's up, Sarah? Hey, thanks for the hanging out. Yeah, today's just really relaxed and integrative, very earthing. We're coming into the fall, so actually just got out of the Indian summer, right? Which is that heightened moment and then we fall, then it goes back. So anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. Let's talk about breaking on through the other side. Yeah. Hold on, I wanted to jump in there. Yeah. It doesn't require force. He said you can do it by just being quiet, doing it inside, right? Break through to the other side, to that place you're trying to get to, realizing you know what it is, you know what it would look like. Imagine how it would feel. Imagine if you were there, and download it, feel it, activate it within yourselves. Tell yourself, I am this or that. I do this or that, things, whatever it is you want, maybe you don't exercise all the time. You want to lose a bunch of weight. You say, I am, losing weight, because that's what you're doing. It's a time, it's a moment in time. It's a moment in your life, right? Not living every day like it's the last day. That's not, that's a misnomer. There are no last days. Thank you. It don't exist. You're gonna keep going, and then you're gonna keep going, and then you're gonna keep going. Living like the last day, that's some earthbound material, this thick type thing, right? Live it like it's your last. And yeah, sure, like in certain that it applies. Um, it's okay now and then, moderation, like anything. But what we saying, yeah, that the doors are within you. All the doors are in here. All the doors are in here. All the doors. Imagine that inside your body is a universe, right? And at your heart center is the the galactic central sun, whatever, you know what I mean? And then all of the cells, because they say we're mostly space in our body, right? Think of how tiny a tiny little organism, amoeba. So imagine that amoeba living on a cell, in a cell, what's all in that cell? Bunch of different things doing stuff. So how many planets do we got in our universe, right? And then we got the big functioning ones. It's the idea that it's growth and creation of life. And it's all within you to unlock everything. It's not out here. It's not on the wall. You know what I mean? It's not on you know, the cement. I can't think of anything, but it is in nature, right? It is in the trees, and it is you know, but it's not in your textbooks per se. Depends what you're reading. Yes, right? But you can learn just as much about life and how to live and how to be in the universe and exist. That's what we all want to break it on through. Stop not fitting in, not needing to fit in with society as is on earth and is your perception, right? There's some people in the world that think racism is everywhere. There's other people that think it's not. There's totally different, even within a structured and safe society, there's still infinite perspectives, and there's still um, and as long as we keep playing within the perspectives over and over, I'm mad at this, mad at that, and listen, if you get upset, it's fine, triggers, yeah, because of think of all the things that you learned as a kid until you really, really kind of woke up. Even if you kind of got it, like I feel like I kind of got it, most of my life, since I was 3 or 4, whenever I was singing in church choir, then it was before kindergarten. So I don't think I was going to school. So it was like I was like asking questions, but even still, until your brain is developed, until you have the ability to apply that knowledge now and like sweep your brain and like add it, to the story, you're gonna react to things that have more emotional impact or had, when it happens again, then you will, even though now we know. So it's why do we keep Dark Nights of the Souls over and over? Why do we keep Shadow Work or whatever you want to call it? Again, not to be dramatic. If we keep being dramatic, it's stop being dramatic. And I love drama. Hey guys, but I just want to play. Like, put me on stage, and I just want to like act a fool. Like I don't, because it's not serious. I don't want it to be serious. But that's what I was saying earlier. Is that that fantasy about we had movies and celebrities and TV. So we fantasize life, and we expect it and we act on it and then when so it's just this whole. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when you just play, you know. Uh, but a lot of people don't know they're playing, and a lot of people are living as if they can't make it. You know, and the reality of that is you're still here, man. He's like, I'm not here. I can't make it anymore. You guys making it every day. That's the difference. It's glass half full or glass half empty. For us, it's exist or not exist, or physical or non-physical. So we don't even have an option. to choose. You at least have the option to choose in your brain if your life's going to be bad or if it's going to be good, you know. And but how do you tell people who are in those serious situations? You know, you tell them the same way. Sorry, you know. I mean, like, and like, really sorry, you know, for people who are in bad situations, you know. But that's what happens with this place when, yeah, a lot of things happen to this place, right? And he said neglected. You know, I didn't want to say neglect. When you guys neglect the importance of loving each other, of taking care of one another, as if you are actually here living and breathing the same air and drinking the same water eventually, if you're drinking tap, I don't know, or buying, I don't know. Uh, you know, it's the separation that I can own things, the king, a queen, forget them all. You know, it's all of that is what's doing it. And it's like nobody's fault, you know. And any soul who came in to live like during these times, you know, they are loved beyond anything, you know. They have a place where they will be loved immediately after leaving the physical realm, you know. So there's no doubt, unless their minds can't, really can't, but to imagine to know myself as a spiritual being and know that if this happened to someone and then they came back and they truly from their heart was like, yo, that was crazy. Why did we, you know, and they just wanted to come back. They want to go home. They want to just relax. They wanted to heal, you know, because we're these bigger souls. Once all those memories come back, you look at the life and you go, wow. And you're like, all right, hey, you know what? I don't need to take out, you know, all my revenge for, you know, something because I wasn't able to dominate the vogue, you know. So, you know, you get, everything changes. And that's why when you meditate and you grow your spiritual and your other abilities, remember this stuff. Life on Earth becomes easier, or whatever, you know, and it's not like life on Earth just becomes easier. It's still all going to be the same when we got all these people around here and all this stuff is happening. But your ability to, you know, accept it is going to increase, and that's the whole point. The awareness, the consciousness, right? Um, you know, it's like the anonymous group, right? You know, saying that you don't apply to become a member, you know, on a website to anonymous.com. Yo, you guys got cool masks. I want to join you guys, you know, and then they send you a certificate and a badge, you know. It's like, you know, you get there up here, you get there consciously, you get there, you know, ninjas, ninja mode. Everyone's like, so many ninjas out there. You might be a ninja and you don't even know. I might be a ninja now, but I'm probably not because that's why I'm talking about. But then I probably am because that's why I'm talking about not being one, but then I am one, but then I'm not. But then you don't know if I'm talking about it because I don't want you to think that I am. You know what I mean? See, so honestly, I think that's why they keep me out of a lot of things. That's why I'm just here talking to the collective. Yeah, I don't know. It's time for me to, like, you know, I don't know, do more stuff. Let me know. I'll be there then. But it's like, you know, in a way, I'm already letting you know. Yeah, in a way, we're all letting everybody know. Anybody can tune in. Exactly. Because the way to heaven is not like a road on, you know, in, you know, on Earth or something, you know, where it's like, you know, how much stuff can I add up that I did good deeds? Like, and obviously, yes, good deeds are going to count for a lot. That's why we came here, you know. But it's like that's not how you get there. It's not like if you don't, you can't go there. It's but if you're obviously a negative polarity and you just keep, then you're probably not even going to really find it. And that's the whole idea of the vibrating, being there. That's the conscious. But don't worry about like your human, your vibration so much as the human. Uh, Unless you're here to send us human, then yeah, right? And take care of your body, keep taking care of it, keep working on that. But because once you don't have the body, it's not an issue. So I'm saying like it's not as serious as you guys think. Even though like on Earth, like there's like everybody's going through it. There's no, there's nothing else to do or whatever. There's plenty to do, but it's once you like realize like there's another planet that's got these issues. There's this planet that's got that issues. There's that planet that's got this issues. There's this universe that we're trying to unite. That we're like, you guys think, yes, I know, we know, they know, they're exhausted too, and they don't even get exhausted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shout out to our soul thing, the guides, and shout out to the beings who that love life. You know, I think that's all it really is. And the only reason somebody doesn't love life is because something happened to them. That's it. Period. End of story. End of story. That's why we always say every dark person, you know what? They're just crying. That's it. That's it. Emo crying. Listen, I love all you guys, but we're just pointing out the energetic resemblances. Okay, these are what they are, and this is why people with identity is harder to change their identity because they're not flexible. They can't adapt and grow and change their DNA or or whatever. And not like this won't happen throughout their life anyways with what goes through them. Yes, but you know, rich to poor or poor to rich. Change your mind. Change your mind. Who cares what everybody else is saying? Looking at you. They see me in these clothes. I know how they look at me. I don't care. You could be this, you could have a mind beyond anything and just be, what's that one? Finding the chess player kid, finding, what's his name? I never watched that whole movie, but, and I do not have the patience to sit and learn chess, but like my brain loves that kind of stuff. So I want to learn it so bad. But like I'll just move the thing. I don't want to figure out 13. And then once you get it all down and you know how the whole board works, because it's really only limited to how many you can move. And then it's just like, oh my God, I'm out. Like I don't even, this is too much. But like, okay, wait, what's the point of chess and brain and working and changing, right? I can say, I love that. I'm going to use all the love and the create. I'm going to get inspired by that. I can look at something that I don't, like. Well, that look just like someone who's mad or upset or darkness. It's like a kid. They don't know. They got the only. Everyone is pro-life in every sense, procreation and in every, not as one word, two words. But wait, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how dark they are because they want to create more darkness or something. Like they're idiot. They don't get it. And we love them. We have to take care of them too because they're lost. They're the most lost of all. There's more love for the dark ones than anybody. You know? And it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It doesn't mean it doesn't get carried out in the physical, right? And there's a lot of that too. Well, it happens because, you know, we need to see it so that people know it's bad. No, no, no. Listen, we don't ever need to see the R word happen anywhere, ever, never again. And I think we'd be totally okay with even the inclination of something like it happening being beyond terrible, that we would never have to ever see it to know that it's a bad thing. That's when it gets confusing, because then if a baby grows up in this environment where it's normal, okay, this is the problem. Exactly. So, spirit keeps saying, oh no, it has, there's a lot, that's where I agree, where it's like, yes, everyone is love, but there's a lot of bad shit here. We know it. That's why we're here. We know it. That's why we're here. And it ain't hard to figure out how to correct that one. You know what I mean? We ain't gotta argue about that for long. If we do, then bye bye, because we ain't gonna agree on this. But the concepts that there's so much that he's saying, like, that plagues humanity, that just doesn't have to exist. But we grow up in those systems, right? So what's coming is just going to be great, because we're going to create all the new systems. You guys have to realize you guys are the new systems. Like, if you're watching this video, you guys, right? We are the new systems. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you got or don't got or learned or haven't learned, or you know what I mean? Like, where you went, where you didn't go, doesn't matter. You are it, because you have to explain it to people. Because it's obvious as it is. Some people grow up and they're taught that it's okay. We know all about it. Hey guys, Soul Squad, that's why we go through it all. If you're spiritual and you even mention it, I mean, like, you're already getting, I mean, if you dress funny, you're already getting looked at. So, who knows? Don't lose that energy. He's still here. Good. In the sunshine. There you go. Good. Yeah, yo. I know I've been, I know it's like no sun over here. But that's okay. I literally said last night, I said, can I get a rainy day? I mean, sheesh. Because for me, when it gets late, my moon, I mean, especially Pisces, well, Pisces moon, which is that. I mean, it's just like, it's, I don't know. Or did we just have, I don't know. It's just, I'm so freaking energized. I'm so focused. I went through everything. It's like 1 o'clock at night. It's like, dude, I got too much to do. I can't be staying up late. So I'm like, can I please just get like a not sunny, bright day where all I want to do is exercise and be active and go outside, and can I get a day where it's just like, no, you have to do laundry, you have to clean the house, you have to do this, right? And I totally got one. So I'm gonna do that today while I do like a million videos. Oh my gosh. Ego says she is a ninja. Yes, it totally is. We're all ninjas, right? Like soul ninjas, figuring out how to use this body, the mastery of the body. That's so spiritual body is a hippie, mental body is just a emotional body is a geek. Physical at this moment. Well, Marjorie, that sounds perfect to me. Uh, it's just about all the things you want, right? Spiritual body's just like peace and love. Let's go have, you know, jokes and go frolic in the hippies do. Go smell some flowers. Yes. Mental body chill. That's really good. Emotional set. Woo. See, like, of course. And that's emotional. It should be. That's a balance. See, very good. Look, good to hear, Marjorie. That sounds like you balanced. But that earth is not an old lady. Although, yeah, would you want to, mama guy, want to be called an old lady? No, she is. 5 billion years young. Okay. Get out of town. She's just reinventing herself. Okay, watch. Give me another, I don't know, when are we hitting 5D? Give me another 20 years and watch how beautiful, how I don't know what to say. Watch how old I get, how beautifully old I get. She's gonna upgrade anyways. Right? Homeless hippie. you know, I know. I've resonated with that my whole life. Rasta man. Just why is everybody worried about everything? you know, it's really that complicated. Really good. You know, we could probably figure this out another way, right? Like, that's why I say I think everybody's getting caught up in things. I noticed that when I was 3. Some people believe in Jesus and some people don't. Oh, how'd they figure that one out? And it's like, well, I'm gonna start learning. And I started reading stuff, and I'm just like reading through it. I'm just like, I still don't know if like how do you know? I still don't have proof in the world, right? In the world where you gotta have facts and you gotta have proof, and we got none except you know carbon dating and then stories that we piece together based on books. And look at all the books we got now. It could be a story about anything. We could have picked up science fiction book. I mean, no, obviously they're the accounts from the experience, so I'm not picking on the Bible. But it's just interesting to me, like even reading it. Oh, so this is what happened. Okay, Joseph, right on. Who the hell's Joseph? He said some nice inspirational shit. We get it. Okay, he wasn't the first one. Okay, neither was Jesus. Hate to break it to you, he's an archetype, guys. He's an archetype. Mithra. Look at the Greek goddess Mithra. She was the same as Jesus. Healed the sick, died, resurrected after 3 days. There's tons of them. And what does that allude to? That we can all do it, guys. It's amazing. Wait a minute. It's not about well, what did he live like and what happened? You know what? He tried to help and then crucified his ass. End of story. What have we learned? Well, we read this one. I want to everybody, like, because they're not moving forward. Well, in order to figure out how to move forward, we got to find out why he got crucified in the first place. Right, right. Anybody? Anybody got ideas? Right? Elites? I don't know. I'm just picking on people now. Don't listen to me. This is not financial advice, nor is it spiritual advice. Right? I don't read religious textbooks typically, unless they interest me and it's a connection, and then I'll like dig in on stuff. Because I'm not saying it's not true, right? I think it's all true. Exactly. I do. I do. But again, it's like how many movies we need to learn how to live, how many books we need to read to learn how to live. I think it's really simple, guys. I think it's really simple. And for some reason, we got a mindset that we all gotta kill each other in order to get more stuff that you own. Like two guys just plopped down on Earth and they were just looked at each other and went, like, dude, there's all this stuff. Can we just figure out how we can maybe we can work together? I'm a Libra. I know that's hard for me to explain to some people who aren't good at working together. Because I'm a Libra, so I can't help it. Understand why we're not. Two heads are better than one. Duh. I mean, hey, listen, I just talk to myself. People think it's weird, but at least I got some feedback, with someone I can agree with, it's like so many people in the world. Now we got social media. And now it's like, oh yeah, there's millions of us. I know. I've just been saying, then why can't I get anybody to talk to? Like all of us. We all know, we all get it. We're all like, and again, it's the fear, right? People don't want to admit things. People, man, there's a whole society world thing going on, program, and that you don't even have to be a part of in order to like have fun and I don't know, live life. It's just weird. And not to say that you shouldn't. Like it's still fun to go out, go out and shout out to the Cuzzo, their band. They're gonna be playing a local show, so I'm gonna go check them out next week. It's like next week or 2 weeks. I don't know. A lot of stuff coming up. I'm gonna be traveling a lot. It is fun. Woo. Herbs and candles and witchcraft, and you can use it for so much good. I know, I agree with that too. Like I love witches and warlocks, and it was just interesting to me when I realized, I guess, how many people still cast spells and do this kind of stuff. It's just like, ugh, just, oh man. Like, your spell comes from within. You are your spell. Cast your spell on yourself, and you will magnetize the energy that you cast onto yourself because you will allow yourself to cast it on yourself. Won't be sending it out. And half the time we don't let it happen. You know, like you could send out a positive one, and just because it's in spell form and you created it, they're gonna grab it. Somebody nobody needs to be casting spells unless it's one on one and it's for the client. Like oh that it rubs me wrong. Like nobody needs to cast a spell. Like if I'm casting spells, it's like I'm burning herbs or I'm doing sage and I'm being like, let's vibration, let's get it going. What's up, everybody doing? Oh my gosh, so many of you here right now. My brain's what are we gonna do? Let's put on some music. Just like that's okay. That's bringing your better. But when you're like, you know, I wanna, be the dominate the world, be the most powerful being. Just like, no, you're nutbag. No wonder why. Like, I mean, you could just go relax. Like, like, and even if you wanted to do stuff, I just don't understand. I don't resonate with the concept of like wanting to do it like, like hurtfully to people. I don't know. Like, I want to do stuff with people too, but it's not like this thing. I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get, I need to be right, so I need to control you. That's no, no. That's what we need to be teaching these kids. These your kids say no, right? Your kids yell, scream. I'm telling them not to talk. Right? It's like somebody says something to you, you yell, scream, get everybody's attention. Who cares? You're little, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just blabbing now. Wait, now two people teaching the magic of connecting with Earth magic. Awesome. Yeah, very, very good. Um, yeah, and it takes time, and you're gonna develop as you go, over and over again, over and over again. I mean, I want to change my website like every other day. It's just that I just no. Uh, why does it have to be clearing evil from demons or people doing food? Yeah, like no, this can be used for some right, right, and that's why I like that you mentioned the clearing demons from people because that's why I say all the time is you know uh, for me in possession, it's just never been an option for any of them. Good luck, you know, because I'm already there, and you know it's the focus. But I've had that, I've been like, oh my gosh, because when I'm learning, we're all learning, we're growing up, and there's that point, and I learn about possession. You watch exorcisms, like real exorcist, the footages and all this stuff. And I'm just like, yo, that it is real, but it is real. Oh my god, and then, but there's something that resonates with me that like just will never, that's my protection. But it's like, uh, putting that energy. right? When I was watching it, I was like, the person that thinks that it can happen to them. I mean, it was it's like it's obvious, it's clear as day right there. Like if you know that you never will, you never will. Why? Because I'm here. Because every morning I wake up and I'm like, hello, okay, I'm back. Knock knock, get out of here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like this is my connection to my and the even the thought that like someone could and that's the thing. So we live in this world where it's like facts. So is possession real? Well, yes. But can you stop it 100%? Yes. Right? Oh, well, what do you mean? How are you going to be if they're stronger than you? Blah, blah, blah. See, no. Okay, your ass going to get possessed then because you still asking. I love you. Give me a call when you start feeling tickly or something, or itchy, Um, because that's what the whole thing is you vibrate. Why don't we see beings and blah 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 on different dimensions or see things or see grid path, right? Because we don't know it's there, first of all, right? We don't get it, and then we don't believe we can see it. We're not living in the they don't want us, right, the world, it's breaking through its old paradigms, and they don't want us to realize that no, we are seeing it, but we're not, our eyeballs aren't capturing it. Okay, there's a difference. It's all about the nuances, right? That's what it is. Oh my gosh, like I always say, with the one thing I use words to describe, but it's like the same words, same sentence, different meaning. There's a really funny joke I just listened to, and I'm gonna send it to some of you guys. It's really good. It's on the same thing, but I started busting up. Oh look, I'm bleeding. Um, all right, guys. What time are we on? Oh my gosh, 47 minutes? What? Hold on, I gotta read your stuff. Got cards as a whole, like a couple. Ooh, so much voodoo. I know everyone. We need to clear. How about I am clear? I am clear. I am clear. We just need to clean. We need to clean it again, right? That's what it is, right? An ounce of prevention, just sage every now and then, you'll be good. And don't get caught in this. It's the mind, because everyone's going to be going through their minds now. The learnings. Um, we're all going to go, you know, the whole world's going to go through what a lot of us have. It, like all of this is just happening. It's very true. It's kind of like, it's neat to see it all playing out. Just leave it there. People are going to learn about their energy and what they choose for themselves. Talk to them, get them, try and all be one. Bodies, physical bodies telling me to exercise to be more young. Yeah, and that happens, what is the saying? Did you get old because you stopped playing, or did you stop playing because you got old? Right? And I think most of us stopped playing because we got old. Right? Or whatever it is. It's just life changes. And then the idea, that we get old and die, that's not what, if we were running around like we were when we were kids, wouldn't you have a moment if we had recess every day and then we had a soccer ball to go kick around? What do you mean? I mean, sure, there'd probably be a lot of adults that would be sitting at the bench instead and not playing, right? Just like school. There was going to be people over here, people over there, but if we were able to rotate our lives in the patterns that keep us alive and healthy and happy, we can live a very, very, very long time, if not infinitely, with the right conditions. And that's why the whole 9 to 5 is about taking you out of your natural conditions. People talk, oh, your circadian rhythm, you got to get a rhythm, a pattern. I mean, yeah, you do. But if we didn't have, if people didn't have 40 hours of work or something every week to do, our circadian rhythm would be like, all right, 3 p.m. nap time, and then we'd wake up whenever, and then we'd go back to sleep again. Maybe we get tired again. We'd stay up, 5. We'd wake up for dinner, right? Eat a bunch of food, get tired again. That's that's the circadian rhythm. So, circadian working got no concern about our circadian rhythms. So they got concerned about, well, we'll give you 2 days off circadian rhythm. That's all that is. Like, you know, like I wonder if we cut full time to like 30 hours a week, would we still get as much stuff done? I almost think we still kind of could. We have more free time. We have more developed time to develop, things that maybe would improve the way we work instead of just having to spend all of the time catching up all of the work or something, especially now. So it's all obvious, guys. We all know it, and so we gotta be the ones to switch that, and we're doing it now. I'm telling you guys. I'm always telling you guys, right? And I feel weird when I do that because it's like I feel, one of those guys on YouTube says stuff's gonna happen. It's like I'm not gonna give you any dates, but it's just like it's all being built right now, and I'm telling all of us that all the time. So yeah, really let go. Oh, freelance for life. Yo, I agree. I would love to be like a, a landscaper. Like totally serious. Like I literally was driving to work and I was just like envisioning, you know, like plowing the fields on the farm and just like so bad. I could just live. I'd sleep on the ground. Just I don't need a sleeping bag. Plug up my ears so I don't get no bugs. Plug up my nose. You know, just put a thing around my head, a little screen. Just put me outside and just leave me there. Um, you know, some people are afraid to step out, be labeled as witches or devil. Yeah, that's true too. And and that's what's fun about right now, guys. We get to be the ones to welcome them in. Just like, staying with the kids and teaching the kids and whatever, it's so much more. It's so much more than like I remember Spirit saying one time, or listen to video, Spirit was saying that we're gonna need to be able to forget. A lot of people want revenge and want this, that, yeah, a lot, but if we don't have some of us that can truly be objective and be, not just want revenge and all this stuff, so it's like that's going to show up in so many of these kinds of ways where we just get to embrace them. We tell them like, it's okay. My light protects me from anything, and I can show you how to utilize that, right? And you can come out of that darkness. Yes, you are very powerful. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever the case is, however the person is, like witch, warlock, or you know, demon, like, because Satan worshippers, like, it's like why, It's because you think society's so bad. Like, listen, you never hung out with Michael then. Like, listen, bro, come on, let's go hang out, dude. Like, whatever you think in life, we can talk about it. We can figure it out. We can go do it. We can make peace with it. It's possible, in any situation, unless you truly just want to do bad. And in that case, well, you're sealing your own demise. And in those cases, there's nothing we can do. That's when it's okay. See you later. Don't call. Aren't a lot of the words we speak spells intentionally or not? Yeah, that's why there's the buffer around us and the delay sort of in manifestation because yeah, we use, especially for me, I love words. Right. And so as long as I need to use them and want to use them in that way, there's gonna be a buffer zone for I think uh, for some time because there's no, I mean, to get to a place where the whole consciousness of people, like collectively on Earth, are all not speaking, that's going to take a long time, uh, but and part of them learning how to do that, right, is showing the way and speaking true. But for a lot of other people who want to be heard, who have a lot to say, who have, maybe the pain to go through or the trauma to they need to exhale, and they need to know that we know what we're talking about too, that we're not just, we're not just be love and be light, no, that many people that frustrates, so people talk about the false light, the dark light. Listen, if you're giving love, if you're out there, if you're doing, that's what it's about, that's what it is, it's what's happening. uh, you know, false light, like, like, don't say mean things because then you're not a light. Like, no, that's not true. It's not true at all. Because if you're on Earth, like, you said something bad at some point in your life, unless you're like born into that family, they raised you like Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, even every one of us as a kid, as a child, every hormones, testosterone. It does. Even if you're not programmed, and you're like in a native tribe and you live in a jungle like the Aborigines, even there, a kid is gonna get mad. He's gonna get frustrated. He's gonna yell. I hate you, mom or dad. I hate you, dad. It's yes, spells are important, but knowing the spell that you're casting is more important, right? You can't cast a spell unless you know how to cast the spell. So if you're casting a spell and you're aware that you just said it and right, you can control its meaning and its form. Words are limited in the way that I think, yeah, we broke them all down and then we got them structured to, like, and all the etymologies and the this and the that. So yes, I do think that, but for us to communicate and, like, how are we going to talk about any of it if we don't say, like if I say demon or if I say Satan, is that a bad word right off the bat? Did I just conjure and invoke the worst of it? No, but we got to reference it somehow. We have to say evil, we have to say dark, or we have to say, and that just, so it alludes back to the sense that, like what we said in the beginning, if life matters, what it matters to you, you know. Uh, it's like a relationship. When you love somebody, it's honeymoon phase. It's great. You know, what happens that all goes away? It's because you start looking at them like they're different, like they're lacking, like they're not equaling the fantasy, right? They're not, or they don't care enough to, instead of it being, what's he saying? Instead of it being like, he's saying like a positive, co-creative endeavor, you know, everyone gets wrapped up in their, you know, whatever. You know, what what Marjorie say? Shoot, give me someone like Marjorie. Shut up. You know what I mean? But like, if we list these things down, what we like and people like, I mean, or like people always say they want this, they want that. It's like, it's really, to me, it's just silly. We can find that in each other, but it's this constant trying to be something, right? There's so many layers, and really it's just so thick right now because we're still in it. The world's still coming out of it. No matter, shout out to all the people, Soul Fam, doing this for decades out here, having to go through, still wait. And now people are just starting to get it. But we're still early. We're early, guys. We're the early birds. Don't get those worms. It's like, if we just were like, we're simple, like, yo, It's like me, right? Like I'm skinny, right? I'm thin. I've been this way my whole life. I can't. I'm a bottomless pit. I eat. My mom would make like tacos. She make a whole pound of ground beef. I'd eat all of it with lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, sour cream, avocados, whatever. Like I would eat hard, crunchy, soft, whatever, preferably crunchy. Um, the whole box, 12 of them. You know what I mean? Just and I don't gain weight. I just you know what I mean? It's how I am. So I have to work out a lot, and I'm gonna I don't know, maybe I'm gonna just start getting shredded. Huge because I just I don't know. I've always been so. So the point is, when somebody says, "Oh, you're skin. Oh, you're thin. Yeah, you should eat more to fill out and blah 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 blah." And I'm just like, no, I know, I know, can live in life too over here. I got things to do. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Okay, appreciate it. It's like right off the bat, why are you even talking to me then? if you don't even like what you see, then why are we even talking? But instead, we complicate it all. Everything in life, everything, business meetings, anything. We make it so people gonna like what they see. I know, because if they don't, they gonna leave yo. Yes, ride or die. Shout out to the futon uh what is it? Futon relationship, right? Right. You wanna stay with the one that was with you when you was on the futon, right? What's the same? You wanna stay You know, you don't want the one that wants you now that you're all successful and everything or whatever. What was you before? Not to call that girl, not to call Gloria when it was who you was all talking about. She's, why can't I get a job and why can't? Who am I thinking? Oh yeah, that's George Lopez. He's like, honey, I can't breathe. I'm pain in my chest. I'm like, why don't you call that girl Gloria you're talking to? Help you with that. Uh, Just load enslaves everyone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The like spells and all. I know people were trying to do that. Some were trusted your lifeline to God. Yeah, God. Yeah, it does matter because the God is good. It's just the truth, whatever you want to call it, right? The benevolent creator. He wants you to live, right? If your ego wants to live, you know what I mean. Like he wants you to live too. Like we all. This is what we're all doing here. Hey, space time creator, go team. There he is, the commander himself. Go check him out. Always dropping the functions, right? What do we even shoot? How do we even explain that, right? We need a subject. We need a whole genre for space time creator genre. There you go. So, yeah, feed your body what it needs. It's asking. Yeah, yeah, heck yeah, you totally can. Marjorie, and that's what me too. Any of us, right? It's like when I was watching the Shaolin monk thing, I don't know, years ago. I always remember the guy was 88 years old, a little short, little Chinese dude or whatever, sorry, Asian dude. Sorry, I'm not trying to be racist. And he was shredded. He was shredded. He was ripped. He was shredded. He wake up every day, do exercises. He'd go down, get food. He'd go fishing. He'd go back home. He'd make food. Cook the fish. Like he was just every day, just like the dude. Like the dude would destroy you. Like put him in MMA. I was like, like this dude just, oh my god, 88 years old, and like he looks like he's 30. Or like he's peaked or something. He's 30, 40. He's just peaked out. And that's the thing too, halfway through, blah, blah, blah. No, man, you peak. I think they say, what is it? The human body doesn't truly fully developing brain and all, right? Until you're what, 24 or 26. So I think it's like 26, I heard, but that was recently, but even if it's 24, whatever. But it's like, you don't even, you peak at 30, even if you don't want to admit it, even if you want to, well, I'm not as young and fresh. Yeah, you're still a baby. You still, right? You still haven't figured that one two, three connections, which is why you're making stupid decisions at 20, 21, 22 still. You're still coming out of that, you know. And I'm just teasing. I don't know. I wasn't making any stupid decisions ever in my life. And again, that's the truth. There aren't, you know, you're not. If you do something because you don't know better, you know, or you reacted because, you know, it's not stupid. You know, stupid is a judgment. Stupid's a bad word. That's a bad word. I think we can get rid of stupid. But again, I like saying that. Right? How can I just wanted to say, because I get it all the time. I'm sarcastic about everything. You can't be sarcastic about everything. If you're sarcastic about nothing, then you are sarcastic about anything. Wait, wait, wait. I got this figured out. Wait, guys. See, this makes sense to me already, but we have to explain. You know, it's the nothing. And then so it's everything, right? But we live in a world where whatever you say every time, however you look, however you smell, however you walk, however you breathe, you're going to be judged. And hopefully you're just going to be like, a general assumption is okay, like, hey, that guy's, wielding a machete, stay away. He's probably crazy. I'm not trying to judge him, but I think he's crazy. There's okay, but it's that when you know what I mean? So my whole life, I'm, how do you tell people I have no desire to touch you. I don't have time. I don't care. I don't have the energy. I don't want to, I would love to talk about like figuring things out, evolution, right? Tell me what's on your mind. Let's figure out what's going on, figure out how I feel. Hey, there's a lot going on. Cool. Let's hang out. Or let's just go kick it and sit at the park by the river and not talk about anything. That'll do great too. Right? But it's like, so it's like I'm trying to say we need to talk about everything, but I don't feel like people in the world are ready for that level of communication, right? Clearly, we're not. Haven't been for a while, but we're getting there. I know. So, leading by example, like we say, we have to do it for them. And we have to tell them it's okay that you just ripped me a new one. I love you. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry if I made, sorry, not sorry, but whatever, you just say it in the moment. Don't say sorry. People who got issues with saying the word sorry, that kind of creeps me out. It's like I say it because I'm expressing, I use words to describe what I'm saying. I say it because I love you, man. I say it because I care about you, man. That's why I say it. Anyways, don't say it. It means you're weak. Love is weak, guys, right? Compassion, caring, awareness about maybe I did something wrong. Not I'm second guessing, insecure. You know what I mean? Like, no, like, yeah. What else were we talking about? What was the first part of this? No, you know, like just being able to talk about it all, loving, right? Just like we can say anything. And I mean, how many times have you done that? You talk to grandpa or somebody, and they don't even hear you or something. It's hilarious. You can say, and you can say whatever you want. You know, Grandpa's got a big fat nose. Grandpa's got a big fat nose, and then he's not listening to you the whole time. It doesn't affect him. Why? Because he didn't care. He didn't even hear it, so it didn't matter. So then all of a sudden he hears you saying, and he sees you waving. He's like, Grandpa's got a big fat nose. And then he looks at you, and if he starts cracking up, what did that do? What did it do? You just took. You could have literally gone in either direction and had the most trauma in your whole entire life. Like, either way, you could have laughed your butt off, or you could have been like, oh my God, don't say that, don't say that. And whatever it is that you choose, it doesn't mean that you're always insecure. What if grandpa's reading something messed up that he doesn't like and it's putting him in a sour mood, and then he hears it and then he goes, wow, why do you oh, grandpa's insecure. What if he's reading a comic book or the comic part of the newspaper and he's cracking up, right? And then all of a sudden he's like, Grandpa got big old no, and then he starts cracking up again. We're so hooked on fixing ourselves, we're so hooked on how to talk right. Don't talk like this, don't say that, that we don't even know how to listen to each other anymore. We're so fixated on fixing, every and as people understand and come out of it, realize that the problems are there because they've been created to be there. Water drop. I don't need to be going to school and paying you money to teach me about why you picking up the water. So we'll get there, guys. I don't want to go off on that fiction. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here, guys. It's been an hour. We're all meeting in a squad meeting. And that's gonna be about 30 minutes. So we all got to chat about upcoming projects. No regrets in life. It all made me who I am. Exactly. It's all supposed to make you exactly who you are, right? It's all supposed to. And seeing the higher reason in it is something that is very humbling and illuminating, I would say, right? And as we go through this, the patterns, and you know that it's going to happen again, perhaps in another way, but it's always okay. Whew. It's always okay, guys. Seeing things for what they are, good or bad. I really am too. My Libra. You said Taurus, Virgo? Oh, you said, I'm thinking Earth sign. It was just in Venus, so Taurus, that Earth sign in Venus. Yeah. It's like, for me, the truth, the balance, yeah. Like, um, and that's why it's a hard thing to explain to the world. You know, I love you unconditionally, but don't you ever do something like that again, right? You know, and then they say, well, how can you do that? How could you love somebody if they did something like, and again, people are people are trying to look for a reason to think what they think, and they already think it, or they already feel it, or they already, right? Look, think about that. We're constantly asking somebody for like an okay, for the go ahead on what you want to do and on what you feel and on who you are. They're never going to understand that the way you do. They can't. Right? And this is why, back again, I love talking about everything that we can, because that's when we find like amazing new things. No, but I don't know everything. I would love to talk to somebody who like has trained dolphins and worked with dolphins their whole life or something. You know what I mean? I would love to have a conversation and talk with them about dolphins. I'd learn so much stuff about dolphins, it'd be amazing. Right? I'll probably forget a bunch of it, but then I'd remember some other stuff. Who cares? Then we go on and we move on with life. It's like I don't. The problem. You know that nobody's moving forward when we still got problems, like, because it works for you too, and me too, right? It works for us too. If we're still in the same energy, same thought pattern, same, you haven't figured it out yet. Whatever it is, and I'm giving you the tip. Tip is that you think you need to figure something out. In the reality, it's just that it's a negative pattern that you got for whatever reason. Maybe you can remember when or maybe not, and you don't want it. You don't need it anymore. It doesn't help you. Letting go of the things that no longer serve you. And recognizing how simple and easy that is. No justification for why. Doesn't matter. Because, like, I mean, if it was something was involve somebody else, talk to them, go say you're sorry or something. I mean, if you can forgive, if you can do that, make that effort, that means a lot. But yeah, it's not where I'm getting with that. It's like, uh, it, not everything is wrong with you, because the situation with your, I don't know, like you're growing up, your parents, and you're a kid, and blah blah. Something isn't wrong with you because they didn't understand you or something, or so now that you're older, you have to fix how you have feelings of blah blah blah, and see, now again, here we go. This is the yin yang all the time. We are fixing these things, right? But we don't. But it's not by doing it the way that, with the proof and the figuring. That's not how you do it. You you see it, you love it, you forgive it. It's real. It's more real than putting it together in your head where you're like, okay, this is how we fix it. This is why I should think this way, or this is why, right? And then because there's people out there, well, this is how I feel, and that's how I should, and then people just go wow all over like that. Totally okay, right? If they're sorry, they're sorry. They're sorry. I know I just everybody. I didn't mean to, you know. And then it's like, okay, but if they're truly sorry, well, then now they learn from that. Some people learn from doing it and it's mistakes. Some people conceptualize it and then they don't do it, but they never get the experience. I mean, my God, I'm just blabbing. We talk forever. Um, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta go. Let me eat something, whatever. Go ground. People don't resonate because they're not accepting of their good and bad. Yeah, that goes in the spirit and not spiritual. And that's it true. Making this concept of like light and dark, or it's all the spirit's only light, only dark. No, no. No, you have to take care of your light and your dark on every level of creation. Because if it's created, then it has a polarity. You know what I mean? Like, in order to dance, in order to, which life, in order to dance, energy has to have polarity and, attraction and retraction, right? Like gravity, all that kind of stuff, right? And again, it's not like there's way more to it, right? But it's okay to have duality. Duality is not bad, right? Duality is amazing. It's fun. It's, but it's all up to you guys. All he's saying, it's you. It's a you guy. It's a you every time. In the fact of the matter, and the reason this, thank you. He's saying the reason why we're saying this, or why, like, I'm saying, like, it doesn't, it's not, it doesn't, is because, oh, I say it. It's because it is all up to you. And in the duet, no, I'm gonna lose it. Fun. Maybe it'll come back. I don't want to say it because if I don't say it right, wait, give me that back. Love is not always light. Exactly. Just be you in full. Yeah. Oh, hey, Con. Microgreens farm in the basement. Nice. Yes, I know. I'm gonna have my greenhouse one day. I swear, is it? Cool. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I'm about getting off, anyways. I gotta go. So, um, yeah. Was there anything else? The creation that lies within you, right? And okay, so to touch back what he was saying, or what is, you know, reality is, yes, you guys are in this place and have to exist within these conditions. So there's a lot of the false stuff happens because you're second guessing yourself when you're actually being, it's part of a system that you shouldn't have to, right? So, like people say, yes, we have to do work on ourselves, but really it's, you know, uh, or people say, oh, I tried to manifest this and that didn't happen, obviously. Well, right, we live in a world where there's going to be other things that are going to happen. So don't make it think that you're not, a manifester or a co-creator, stuff like that. Because we all want it here, we want it now. Sure, sure, but how? How do you want your abundance showing up? When and what do you want to be doing, and how is that a part of you? That's how it'll come. That's how you'll manifest it. But the constant, like, bombardment of how you should be and how you shouldn't be, and the lack mentality and the restriction and the oppression and the censorship and all of this that's out there, that's not because something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with them. That's it. So, yep, cool. I'm gonna leave it on that. Let me do a card right here. Do a couple. I got to give it 30 minutes from now. So I'm gonna leave y'all with a card or two. But I always gotta do 3. It's a magic number. It's one card. Oh, the collected. Oh, the collected. Oh. That's why you got an ear infection. So it sounds muffled. Weird. I have my Bluetooth in my ear too. It gets all that earwax backing up. Sorry, beautiful. Wow. Said I wanted 3. No, not 3. I wanted 1 more to equal 3. So that means we had 2, and then they just threw me out 3. And I know I'm keeping them because you wanted to throw them out. I know. I feel you. Today's a. Yep. All right. Wait. This way, that way. Stars in the sky. Got stop limitless possibility, fellas. Look at this 61 or 5-1. This is 6. Stars in the sky. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. 7 all day. Clear. So weird. Camera's in front of the light, but there's like still a clear. It's a cool picture. For the next one. And then they were just like, bow, bow, bow. So we're going galactic mushrooms, the divine matrix. Hello. There's another 6. What is it? The wailing tree. Reconciliations. It's coming. It's 5. It's 14. It's 5. Woo. We got Will o' the Wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadows. 6, 7, 8. See? Oh, you needed to know where we're going, what we're doing. Drop it like it's hot. Stars in the sky. Limitless possibility. Overflowing. Overwhelm and a plenty. Okay? Galactic mushrooms. The divine matrix about to be overflowing. Okay? The wailing tree, reconciliations. Yes, all of the souls. Look at that bridge connection. Look at the color, right? All of this is going to be reconciled, okay? We're not moving into more hatred. We're moving into love. And then Will o' the Wisp, the treasures hidden in the shadows. That's not dramatic at all. 5, that's 5 more cards. Part of the Ross series. I lost what number we were on, but at 144, we're going to have something going down in the world. And I'm not going to have a clue when that is. So, figured I'd just mention it. Okay, guys. Much love, much light. Let's hang out. Once again, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Go easy on life. Life is what you make it. Life is how you choose to live it. And there's nobody that can tell you how you're supposed to do it. If you feel in your heart like you should do something, then do it because it's your soul letting you know it's okay to do something, even if it's not, what you want to do. You want to party on a Friday night, maybe your soul just says, let's go read a book. Which book? Why this book? That book just looks dumb. I don't like the cover art on that book. I read the back and I don't like the snot. Why are you telling me to read that? You know what? Just shut up and read the book if spirit wants you to read the book, right? And that's the thing, because it's supposed to be easy, guys. It's not supposed to be hard. Why can't we hear spirit? Because we're not because we're looking for the drama, looking for the reason. And Spirit's just like, no, dude, just go over there. A lot lighter, a lot nicer. Just go over there. But we're like, no, this doesn't feel passionate enough, meaningful enough. Spirit, what? Reading a book? Yeah, feel like my life, and that's that thing. Feel like it's like more, it should be more. But Spirit's just like, no, dude, just go sit outside. It's all good. you know, like Spirit is constantly guiding you to your best life, man. I hate to break to even if you don't know why, don't use this. This ain't been programmed with nothing helpful. It's good. All right, guys, let me get out of here. Gotta go. I forget I'm out of time. Much love, much light. Peace out. See you guys next time.